Hello guys, we have some massive weeks for Square Enix games. So first is Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition is coming to the Switch next year. Yeah, I highly doubt that. Okay, there are some Final Fest weeks out there, but this is even more Final Fest. This is probably the most Final Fest weeks I've ever seen in terms of weeks. Final Fantasy 15 will probably not make it to the Switch. I'm sorry. Royal Edition coming to streaming next year. I get the Rats of Devil Direct. They said that Hitman 2 and Control will be on Nintendo consoles for cloud streaming because the games are unable to run very well. But really, do you think that Final Fantasy 15 is coming to the Switch? Probably not. Battle in Underland is being delayed. No one cares about the game. Okay, no one's gonna buy that game. It looks stupid. Battle in Wonderland. It looks horrible. It looks like a game that no one's gonna care about. It's gonna come out, no one's gonna buy it. And this is the next gen game that Square Enix is releasing. I watched the trailer. It looked horrible. I'm sorry to the two people who actually want to play the game, but the game looks horrible. The game looks horrible. Valor in Wonderland. Neil recommends getting DLC way down the line, similar to what Atlas is doing. Dante and Nocturne remastered. Final Fantasy 7 Remastered will be coming to the next generation, and Xbox as well coming to Switch be cloud streaming. Final Fantasy 7 makes sense. They already have Final Fantasy 7 on the Switch, as well. And second, 2023. That's a long time. I'm sorry. That's fake. It took like 5 years to make the first part of Final Fantasy 7. Here. Dragon Quest 4 through 7 ports is coming to anniversary. It will be a timed exclusive for Nintendo consoles as well. Final Fantasy 16 is scheduled for next November, but the early 2022 is looking very possible and will come to. Yep, it's a timed exclusive. Sony paid, obviously paid to get that exclusive. As well. Next Tomb Raider and Deus Ex projects are begun pre-production. The former will likely be a timed exclusive. Of course, Sony is paying all these companies to get the. That's why Microsoft is buying all these companies because Sony is paying the way to win the console generation. That's why, Microsoft they're fighting. They have to fight by buying other companies because Sony's just gonna buy all the exclusives essentially. Because Sony's gonna say, "Oh, we can win by buying all the. We don't want Japan to leave us. We gotta make sure they stay with us by buying all the games up as exclusives, and make sure they don't come to Xbox so we can censor their games. Because that's what they're gonna do with Final Fantasy, as well. They're gonna censor Final Fantasy 16. They could probably get the uncensored version on the Xbox and PC, the uncensored version of Final Fantasy. I wouldn't be surprised if the Xbox One version and PC versions are there." Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 being ported, but for some reason 2. Yeah, that's that. Why would they make only 2.8 a cloud version? And 3 will be getting a next gen version of Remind DLC as well. I skipped over that. Project Athia is supposed to be a pivotal amongst Square Enix's RPG franchises as well. Collection of Final Fantasy is coming 1 through 6 is coming to the Switch next year. Regular Saga of Mana League Collections is exclusive, so they had to get the original source codes from Nintendo. Second 20 is in the pipeline. The not direct sequel is a Switch exclusive. And a brand new Mana game has been approved thanks to the Trial series, planned as a Switch exclusive. Another weird thing is there's no method of the Switch Pro. I guess I know the leakers are trying to hide the Switch Pro. And I won't be surprised, Switch Pro, which is odd that they're making all of them on cloud streaming because Switch Pro is supposedly coming out, which will have to negate having to put cloud games on cloud streaming because the Switch Pro is supposed to be on par with the next gen consoles. But we'll see as it comes out. We'll see if this stuff is true or not. This could be fake. This could be fake. And there's also some gamer language down there I can't say. But yep. There we go. That's basically it about this Master Square Enix games. Final Fantasy, Sony, of course, buying exclusives according to this week here. That it's not just Final Fantasy, it's going to be more Sony games. Sony buying exclusives from Square Enix, essentially. And that's how exclusive deals work. They have to pay to get games exclusive. Microsoft likely had to pay to get Tomb Raider exclusive as exclusive games. Same with Dead Rising and Capcom's franchise. As well, Nintendo probably pays to get some games exclusive on their consoles that eventually come to other consoles. That's how business works. Okay. And yep, that's basically it. Goodbye.